A new short film about the Salinas Valley will premiere at this year's Sundance Festival.
Really proud for me and my team, I would say, especially because we don't see too much support for Latinos in the film industry.
Salinas filmmaker Anna Sanchez is the executive producer on The Long Valley, Sanchez's first big project since graduating from Cal State Monterey Bay's cinema program in 2022. This is an exclusive sneak peek.
Muchas veces he soñado que vuelo, que ando buscando dónde aterrizar.
The film is intended to be a poetic documentary that beautifully spotlights the daily lives of Salinas Valley's Hispanic immigrant community.
I support the idea of doing it and showing how our life is here. Like, it's not only bad things, we have really good things.
Everyone involved in production are graduates from Cal State Monterey Bay's cinema program, including its two directors, Robert Machoyan and Rodrigo Ojeda Beck. Out of over 11,000 submissions, their short film was one of 57 selected for Sundance.
People is gonna think, oh, it's another film about the fields, it's another film about the valley. But as I work in the field, I think you can relate it in the way you come to another country most of the time to get a better future.
In a few months after The Long Valley has made its film festival rounds, it will be screened locally for Central Coast communities. I'm Christian Valderas, KCPW Action News 8.
Coming up in sports, Tiger Woods debuting today in the league he helped create, how he thinks the TGL League will change golf. Gates got that and more sports when we come back.
The 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark, reported to police about a man stalking her and sending her concerning messages spanning from December 16th to January 2nd. Police arrested that man, and today he was in court. He pleaded not guilty in an Indiana courtroom. The 55-year-old Michael Lewis of Texas, accused of sending threatening and sexually explicit messages to Clark. Even though he pleaded not guilty, he screamed out, "Guilty as charged," and that he wants to stay in jail. Police spoke with him a week ago about the messages, and he told them he had an imaginary relationship with her. Lewis was arrested on Sunday at a hotel. He's due back in court for a pre-trial hearing at the end of March. So we're near the halfway mark of the NBA season, and the Warriors are sitting at 19-20. From injuries to defensive struggles and inconsistent scoring, the team is just looking for answers right now. And last night, they did have a chance to beat the Raptors, but let it slip away in the final minutes. Head coach Steve Kerr putting the blame on himself.
This is as frustrating a night as we've had all season for me. This game was right there for us to win. You know, lack of discipline in our coverages defensively, in our offensive execution, and I'm the coach, so it's my fault.
As the team continues to struggle and the clock ticking on Curry's career, trade talks have been swirling around this Warriors team to try and get Steph another title, but he says trying to make a desperate trade right now would jeopardize the long-term future of the franchise.
You know, we've always said that you want to be relevant in the championship type of chase, while we understand we're getting older and deeper into our careers and allowing some of the young guys to kind of blossom. But it doesn't mean you're getting desperate.
The Dubs will hit the court tomorrow night, taking on the T-Wolves for the 4th time this season. Dubs lead the season matchup 2-1. Tip-off is at 6:30. And down in Miami, Jimmy Butler's suspension supposed to end Friday, but the drama is intensifying around the Heat's disgruntled star. ESPN reporting Butler told Heat president Pat Riley he will not sign a new deal with the Heat and wants to be traded now. The problem is there's no trade options on the table that Miami likes, but the clock is ticking and the Heat have won 3 of their last 4 without him in the building. To some college football news here, FBS coaches voting unanimously today in favor of a proposal that would reduce the transfer windows to a single 10-day period in January. The move would eliminate the current December and April portal windows in hopes to protect the integrity of the bowl season, preventing teams from having to play a bowl game with just their backups. The recommendation will now move on to the NCAA Division I Council for final approval. Tiger Woods, creator of the TGL League and player for the Jupiter Lynx, was in action with Kevin Kistner and Max Homa taking on the LA golf team featuring Colin Morikawa, Justin Rose, and Sahith Theegala. Tiger played in the PNC Championship with his son Charlie in December, but haven't really seen a ton of Tiger lately. Last year he played in 5 tournaments, but finished in just 1. The 15-time major champion made his indoor debut today and said that he believes this league can revolutionize golf.
Explaining it to them that this is going to be something that is dramatic for the game of golf, and it's great for the game of golf to be able to showcase it in a completely different light. It's, as I was saying earlier, it's not traditional golf. This is golf, and we are playing golf. We are incorporating technologies that have never existed in our sport and putting it into fans that are right on top of us.
The matchup just wrapping up minutes ago, the Los Angeles Golf Club dominating the Jupiter Lynx. We'll bring the highlights of today's action on Action News 8 at 11. And the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am will have another star added to the tournament. Announced today that Jordan Spieth has officially committed to start the 2025 season out at Pebble. The 31-year-old hasn't played in a tournament since August due to a nagging wrist injury that required surgery. This 4-month stretch of inaction is the longest of his career, but he's reportedly been playing for the past month without any pain and ready to get back to it. We are just 12 days out from the Pro-Am. That's a wrap on sports. Now to tonight's sports quiz. We asked you who's the only golfer to win at Pebble Beach in 4 decades. The answer, the Desert Fox, Johnny Miller, winning in 68, 74, 83, 87, 94. Crazy though, just when you think about it. All that before I was born, of course. But yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Thank you.
More coming up on Action News 8.
First though, live look outside. Skycam 8, Fremont Peak, looking out over the valley.